Nike has updated some of our favorite frame styles. Stick around to find out why we're so excited about it. Hello and welcome. I'm Eyeglass Tyler, obviously very impassioned here to talk to you about these 4 new releases. We're going to go over these new and improved styles. We're going to discuss the clarity, comfort, and functionality benefits of each, as well as its improvements over its previous iterations. Those iterations, by the way, still exist, so they're still out there, but we'll get into this. Now, let's get into why you'll want a pair of these newest Nike sunglasses for your next sport pair. If you are ready to order at the end of this, don't forget about SportRx. Definitely don't forget about our See Better guarantee, because with that, you're never stuck with something you don't like or just doesn't work for you. You actually have as long as 45 days with them to figure that out. We just want you to be happy, so we will take care of you no matter what that means on our end. All right, let's get into this. First up, we have the Nike Rabid 22. If you are a fan of Nike and you've been following along with us when we talk about Nike, you have almost certainly heard of the Rabid. There was the Rabid, and then there was the Rabid 2, which is still around. Now there's the Rabid 22. What they did is they went with a more eco-friendly frame material, which is amazing. It's a bio-injected frame material, which also happens to be nice and lightweight. So you get that performance feature as well as being eco-friendly. All of these frames actually share that feature as well, which is really cool. I like this move to more eco-friendly, sustainable materials because it's smart, and why not? You still get great materials. The thing that I am the most excited about, and the thing that I always had an issue with, even though the Rabid and the Rabid 2 were amazing frames, they had no grip. There was no grip in the nose, there was no grip in the temple, and so I was thinking, this is a great sport frame because it's a really good wrap style, really simple, really cool, but no grip, and it was such a bummer. They have finally satisfied that issue with grip. Lots of grip in the temple. It's kind of a texture grip here to help to directionalize moisture. It's lightly textured, not a ton, but enough to give you a little bit extra grip. You also have grip in the nose, of course. They actually went with a vented design. I'll be honest with you, when it comes to a vented nose pad, I mean, there are holes here. That's what vented means. There are holes in the nose pad. When you're wearing it, your nose is going to be covering those holes. So it's not really going to help so much with minimizing fogging or allowing more circulation, but it does help with grip a little bit better because, again, it allows somewhere for moisture to go other than just staying between your nose and the grip material. They went with a no screw cam hinge, which is great. Cam hinge means that it kind of automatically goes to open and closed. So not only does it stay more securely open and closed, it doesn't get wiggly, and it's much more durable. These temples will actually be more prone to popping off rather than breaking off, so that's really nice for any accidental thing that might happen to the temples. The other things to be aware of with this is, of course, in non-prescription, it's available in the Nike Max Optics, including that new field day lens, which is really cool. This is a really solid 8-base wrap design, which is also very RXable. So if you are a prescription wearer, even though this is a more wrap design, it can handle a wider range of prescriptions than some of the other wrap designs out there. So if you have been told no, that you cannot get your prescription in a wrap design, we might be able to help you out. You can reach out to us. We have opticians who would love to give you the best advice for your particular prescription. We'd love to help you, so reach out to us. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 130 millimeters, so it's on the smaller end of the spectrum, which for men is going to land you in that small to medium territory, or for women in that medium territory. Solid style. Next up, we have the Skylon Ace 22, which you're going to notice a theme with that 22. The Skylon Ace, this is definitely the most sport forward frame on the table. You get, again, a really good wrap design, an even larger lens. You have a bent temple, which is a little bit shorter, and you do have that grip material with that light texture, of course, on the temple, as well as that vented grip nose pad. And you have the same cam hinge design, which is super durable, super simple in design, and they're going to be more likely to pop off than break off. Same concept. This is, however, interchangeable. So a lot more sport forward. You do, with that interchangeable design, have the option to have multiple sets of lenses for just the one frame chassis so that you can always have the right lens tech for whatever sport or activity you're engaging in. So I always love that. It's really good for especially people who are fans of multiple sports, of playing or being active in multiple sports. You always have the right lens. Of course, this is also available in those Nike Max optics and the new Field Day lens. Again, in non-prescription. It is not available in prescription. I didn't say that explicitly when I was talking about the Rabid 22, but the Nike Max optics are not available in prescription. Then we can take care of you when we have an amazing lineup of lenses as well. Again, with opticians there to help you pick the right one for you. Like I said, it's an 8-base full wrap design. The RX ability is a little more limited in this, but still RXable. We can still put your prescription in it. Just not quite as much as these full frame wrap designs. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 132 millimeters, which lands you in that men's medium or that women's medium to large range. Hey, if you have any other questions about these new Nike sunglasses, or you're looking to customize a pair for yourself, our friendly sports opticians would love to help you. Learn more by visiting us online today at SportRx.com. And for even more reviews, unboxings, you can check out our videos and our blogs. We'll put links in the description below. And next up, we have a more lifestyle design. This is the Nike Flatspot 22, actually stylized XXII, but it's a 22. This is, again, that eco-friendly material, just like I mentioned all of these have. A little sleeker design, that straight across temple design with that quote-unquote flat spot here on the bottom is a design that they've had for a little while. I think it's really cool. It's a little more modern, a little more, I don't know, interesting, especially because the lens itself is round, and to have these flat spots on the top and the bottom, it just gives an interesting aesthetic, which I really like. Again, that cam hinge, which is very durable and stays securely open and closed. However, this one does have a screw. You shouldn't have to worry about it getting loose, but just to be aware that it's there. It differs from these other options because it does actually have a screw. This has that keyhole bridge design, which is really nice because it makes it a little more versatilely fitting on a wider range of nose bridge shapes and sizes. So I always like pointing that out because that makes a difference. It's not just a stylistic thing. This is a 4-base, so it's much flatter. It's not even a 6-base. While that 4-base curvature definitely puts it more in that lifestyle category, one thing that is really beneficial about a 4-base or flatter lens is that it is much more RX friendly. So just about any prescription can fit in this, also thanks to that more rounded lens shape. There is no grip to speak of on this, but they did do kind of this textured design in the temple, again, to kind of help directionalize moisture away from your head, away from your face, because if you have moisture between your head and the temple that it's holding onto your head, it will be more prone to sliding, so it kind of helps with that a little bit, but definitely more of a lifestyle design. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 134 millimeters, which lands you in that men's medium or women's large range. And last but certainly not least, we have the Adrenaline 22. This is, again, eco-friendly, bio-injected frame. Really, everything that you get out of the Rabid, you get in the Adrenaline. So instead of towing you along for even longer, just remember everything I mentioned about the Rabid 22, and it applies to the Adrenaline 22. Just with the Adrenaline 22, you get a larger frame as well as more lens real estate, because with a larger frame, the lens is a little larger. So a little larger lens. When it comes to sizing, this has an SFW of 134 millimeters, which lands you in the men's medium or the women's large range. So that wraps it up for what you need to know about Nike's new and improved styles that are longtime SportRx favorites. Well, their predecessors anyway. Hopefully now you are as excited as we are. If you are ready to order any of these great styles, stick around for a moment longer. We'll have an easy to click shop now button. And again, if you're ready to order, do not forget about that See Better guarantee. I really think it gives you a ton of peace of mind. And for peace of mind, let me shout out our opticians once more. For maybe the 10th time in this video, reach out to our opticians because they'd love to help you get it right the first time. Any questions you have, they love hearing from you. They love helping people. That's their whole reason for being, is to get you in the perfect pair for you. So use this as a resource. Reach out to us. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this is interesting or valuable information. If so, throw us a like. You can find relevant videos over here if you are ready to shop any of these great styles, because why not? You can click this button right here, take you right to it, super convenient. Also, if you're looking for more content to consume, as we all are these days, you should check us out on our social media outlets, because we have some cool stuff there I think you'll like. You can find us on our handle @SportRx.